My email address is Mike's Diabetes World at gmail.com. All one line. Drop. Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Well, should I say morning or should I say more? Afternoon, night. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you're having a great day. Maybe that's the way we should be starting. I guess it's something all YouTubers discuss. Today, I want to discuss what I eat. As a type 1 diabetic, what can I eat? What can't I eat? What should I stay away from? What is open season? Stay tuned. We'll be right back. What I eat. It's, well, what can I eat? Oh, yes, I know. Strawberries. I can't eat strawberries. No. You know what? I think I can eat strawberries. Um, what about pineapples? Yeah. No, I can have pineapples. What about red beets? Yeah. You can't have red beets. No, none whatsoever. Can't have any red beets. Oh, but yeah, I seem to think I can have red beets. The point here is, as a type 1 diabetic, you are pretty well open to eat whatever you like. However, there's something we like to call homework. Whether you do it online or you get a book and look them all up in the book, carb counting. That is a big portion of being a type 1 diabetic. Now, carb counting is important, but you're going to deal with other type 1 diabetics, and they are going to tell you, oh, type 2 diabetic, sorry. Oh, you can't have that. My doctor has said I'm not allowed any fruit. Okay? I think he may say probably weaned from it, but I don't deal with type 2, so whatever your doctor and you discuss, that's great. But type 1 is different. Now, it makes it so much easier if you're in type 1 and or you have a type 1 in the family, you don't have to prepare different meals. Again, it all goes down to those pesky little carbs. Years ago, CDA would produce volumes and volumes of how much of something you could have. I can remember when I became a diabetic, I was told that I could only have things in this little booklet and only certain amounts. Which, how can anyone live like that? But we did it. And we'd have to sit there and measure and, you know, take a bit. You had a little scale and you had to weigh all your food. But to tell you the honest truth, I didn't weigh my food. I did it for about the first week, and then we kind of eyeballed it from there. No one really utilized the little, back then they were plastic scales that kind of looked like miniature mail scales. It had the plastic top on it, and you put the food on it and would go down. They were rarely right on target. So, you know, it's kind of hard. But counting the carbs is still a lot better than sitting there measuring food. Now, can I have potato chips? Yeah, I could have potato chips. Doesn't mean should I have potato chips 5 times a day? No. But should anyone have potato chips 5 times a day? It's not that great to do. What you need to do is to ensure that you have suitable balanced diet as much as possible. Now, if you're on vacation, I know this can be difficult. Kind of like the lighting. Sorry. But try to at least have one sit down meal where you can be having much more of traditional prepared foods. Having hamburgers and hot dogs may keep you filled, but your blood sugars could end up doing this because of hidden fats, hidden sauces. So be prepared to be able to eat whatever you really want. But don't just eat and guess. Don't ever guess the carbs. Take the time, look them up. Now, when I say look them up, I kind of hinted on this. You can get online, and I'm pointing to online because I have my little computer here. But you can take a look for carb counting. Now, when you're carb counting, you're taking the total amount of carbs minus any net carbs because they're slower digesting. And then that will give you the base of what you ate. Be aware that carbs do add up pretty quickly. So enjoy what you eat. Try to eat more of a vegetable diet and keep your meat proteins down to a minimum. If you want more of them, okay. But don't feel, that the guy on TV said, I can have anything. Not really. Just like you can have anything. But if you want that piece of chocolate cake, have a small piece of chocolate cake, but don't buy a whole cake so that you can eat that whole cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have to be sensible. You gotta remember you have the heart condition, and your heart condition, well, you don't have a heart condition, sorry. Diabetics are open to get heart issues going. Whew, really got that one a little close, didn't we? But remember to eat sensibly as much as you can. I go by the 90-10 rule. 90% of the time, if you follow sensible eating plans, a vegetable, they used to say a green vegetable, a colored vegetable, a yellow vegetable, and um, your protein. There's plates that you can buy online which kind of break this down, and so you could better visualize your plate. But it, they usually say half the plate, this half of the plate should be some sort of green leafy vegetable or some sort of vegetables. Protein should be small, and then a salad or something. That's really what it is. Watch the fat intake, because insulin is great of controlling fat and adding on fat. It likes to hold on to the fat. Yes, I can hold on to the fat. Oh God, yes, I can. And you end up being overweight. And plus, if you have any heart disease, fat is not going to be the best. Some people drink milk, some people don't like to drink milk. The one thing that sort of has been looked upon, and you may want to discuss this with your doctor or your dietitian, and that is fruit juice. Sometimes fruit juice can cause a spike in blood sugars. And if you're having trouble controlling your blood sugars, they may not be the best for your diet. Keep that in mind. So, yes, diabetics can have anything they want to eat. Pure and simple. Watch out for the fats and sauces. Keep your sweets to a minimum, but if you want one day, you can have it. Just count carbs. Carbs could be your friend in understanding how your blood sugar works. Now, one last point is make sure if you're on the pump that your carbs equal how much insulin you get. The pump will help you regulate this. I know for myself with the Medtronic 780G, I type in my carbs, it gives me, and my blood sugar, it gives me the amount of insulin I need. If I want other foods, sometime else during the day, I'll just have to count my carbs again and do a blood sugar could possibly help you. With the Guardian Sensor 4, we no longer have to do daily blood sugars, which, oh God, we're one step getting closer to better control for our diabetes. Check the carbs. Be sensible in your eating plan. If you weren't a diabetic, you could eat anything. Because if you do, you're just going to end up sick. And I'm not talking diabetic sick. If you ever have eaten too much of one type of food, you'll know what I mean. If you ate too much sweets as a kid, you're going to end up feeling sick. Be sensible with your diet. Talk to your dietitian about how they can offer you help in getting your diet down to a workable menu for you. But it's not diabetic diet in stone, chiseled in stone that you must have these foods. That's a big difference between type 1 and type 2. Type 1, we're kind of very much open to what kind of foods we eat. Type 2, it's, well, they're centered around weight loss. And once they have weight loss, just eating what's right to keep your blood sugar down. So, who knows? But eat sensibly, and you can live a long life as the type 1 diabetic. And with that, we'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day, and we'll see you later. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But have a great day. Bye. My email address is Mike's Diabetes World at gmail.com. All one line. Drop me